Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. I am your ever-loving host, Shorty, and we're going to carry on reviewing random things this week after finishing with another from the Ashes by doing Hyde Street. This is one that I had my eye on for a while, and I've been looking forward to it. I actually did read almost all the Ghost Machine stuff as well coming out, and although not all of it landed 100% for me, I feel like some of it has been going on before I got interested in this kind of thing, so I feel like I'm missing some of the stuff. I really did enjoy Redcoat, and the Rook Exodus has been genuinely spectacular. The idea of them doing a horror thing really did appeal to me, more than some of the stuff I saw them doing in their launch issue, especially because it felt like it was going to be a horror anthology in like a Creepshow or Tales from the Crypt kind of thing. And I really like that, especially because those kind of portmanteau horror stories are always really, really entertaining. I'm thoroughly enjoying Hello Darkness and Epitaph in the Abyss right now. Another one of these, I'd love. I would read nothing but this. I love this kind of thing. I particularly like it when there is a reason for it all to kind of hang together. Epitaph in the Abyss, Crypt Keeper, all that kind of stuff. Those work really well for me. There's also a really big element of morality play in them, which I find very, very satisfying. Weirdly, this isn't that. I thought it was going to be. I honestly was thinking, from what I'd read about it, it was going to be the thing that holds it all together is this street, Hyde Street, and there'll be individuals on there acting in a Crypt Keeper-esque kind of way, and they would be doing terrible things to people who deserved it, a la morality plays. What we actually get is this really brutal and unforgiving and quite terrific story about some of the people who are the Crypt Keeper-esque kind of people. This guy being one of them, Mr. X-Ray. And it's really nice to have that as a slightly different thing, because I've read a lot of stuff like that and watched TV shows and movies with that kind of thing. And I've never really cared too much about the story behind the creep or the Crypt Keeper. I don't know why. I don't think it's like ambivalence or just not caring. They're never presented in such a way that it mattered what their story was. They were there to be there and to be the tissue that holds it all together and to tell you what's going on. And I'm okay with that. But weirdly, actually getting this chance to find out the stories behind it really got to me. I was thoroughly enjoying it. And don't get me wrong, there is the morality play stuff going on there, and it's really well written, really well paced. There is absolute brutality to the point that somebody gets steamrolled in a way that, well, they're going to struggle to walk away from it. They don't go too far, I think. It's kind of nice that there is also an animal that gets killed. But we don't see it. It's kind of nice that they find a way to make sure we absolutely know both textually and graphically that the animal is dead, but they don't show it actually happening. Because I feel like, I know it's kind of weird that I'm okay watching brutality happen to humans on comic book pages, but if it's an animal, I'll be like, Not just animals. I'm not that simple. Hell, Rover Red Charlie by Ennis is one of my favourite top 5 Ennis stories, and there's a whole bunch of cruelty to animals in that, but it kind of works in terms of telling the story. In this one, I felt like it had taken it too far. It'd have been glamorizing it to the point of obscenity, and I'm like, yeah, we don't need that kind of thing. But I did enjoy the character-based story they were telling. I like how it all kind of came together through flashbacks and stuff that's actually happening, putting in the horror anthology morality play stuff in there. And I quite like that. I think they're going to do some actual more morality play single stuff, like Tales from, or It Came from Hyde Street or something like that. I'm looking forward to those. But I've got to be honest, I did like this more than I thought I was going to, which is saying something because I was already looking forward to it. And it isn't just the writing, although Jeff Johns does a fantastic job. I've checked the name here, Ivan Rice, because I always forget their name. His artwork is frankly ridiculously good. There's some stuff he does which I always look forward to seeing. Absolutely beautiful external shots of cities, fantastic multi-point perspective, the level of detail he puts into the city, the streets, the buildings, the people in them. It's ridiculous, but I love it. It invites you to get lost in the world, and it does something which I think horror does really effectively, which is it kind of rewards people for paying that extra little bit of attention. There'll be stuff happening in the background which is far from the focus, but once you see it, once your eye is drawn to it, it just adds that extra layer of terror because you're seeing something which is not supposed to be seen. It's very, very effective visual storytelling. And it also isn't just perfect. It could have been. There's so much work that goes into making it look spectacular that it could have been that very clean lined, very technically proficient but lacking in heart, and that kind of can be a bit frustrating. But it has the heart. It's got that slightly scrappy edge to it. There is over the top way of making characters look a little bit far from human, just a little bit. I was gonna say the like almost caricatures, but it doesn't quite go that. It's more like just an extra subtle layer of horror layered over them, so you know that something different, something scary is going on. Plus, the visual storytelling when it comes to the violence is brilliant. It is, like I say, it's kind of over the top, but never to the point of just being sensationalized for the sake of it. It always feels like it's done because it adds to the story, and I really do appreciate that. I'm honestly very happy I picked this up, and I'm looking forward to all the rest of the stuff they're going to do tied into it. That's it for this one for now. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to review this week. Make sure you find us on social media so you don't miss anything. Until I see you all again, though, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.